You know, our iHeartMedia family has been awesome. There was a bunch of them came out here yesterday and answered the phones for us. The Big Rig stopped by earlier from 98 Rock. Ronnie Lane, Night Train Ronnie Lane, stopped by from 620 yesterday. And now my buddy Scotty Davis has stopped by from 93.3 FLZ. How are you, Scotty?
I'm fabulous, and I'm really happy to be here.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by.
I've been kind of through this, not like, I guess on a personal level. My cousin Lainey, when she was 3, got diagnosed with a very, very rare form of leukemia. So this is very near and dear to my heart because I've seen what the parents go through.
Yeah.
I've seen what it does to the families and just how much stress and anxiety and how it's the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning and the last thing that's in your brain when you go to sleep and even in your dreams, and just how hard and difficult it is, you know, to have a sick child. Plus, watching the children go through it is the hardest thing. I mean, Lainey was 3 years old, and she was all of a sudden uprooted from her home in Kansas City and flown to Cincinnati, and she was in the hospital for, it was almost a year.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for programs like this, her parents wouldn't. I mean, it would have bankrupted them. I mean, just the medical costs and the bills and everything to treat the kids the way that they need to be treated. And I'm very, very happy to report that she is now getting ready to turn 17.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
awesome.
So she is
and
a
she's
survivor.
doing really well.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
She's cancer free and everything.
Yeah,
Great news.
As of she had a checkup a few months ago, and she's absolutely fine.
That's awesome.
And it is a miracle. And my wife and I have been a part of this since we got here. And we're the monthly miracle people. It's $15 a month.
Yeah.
And I kind of broke it down. I've heard you guys break it down this way, but I'll break it down this way again for people that may just be turning us on. It's as easy as like not going out to eat one night a month.
That's it.
I mean, seriously, it's I heard you guys mention the lattes and the coffees
Right,
and
skip
stuff.
a Starbucks a couple of times, and
It's
there's
really
your
simple.
$15 a month right there.
But you just have no idea the impact this makes on everybody from the family and the parents and the children. And you know, thank goodness Lainey. It's crazy. You try to talk to Lainey about it now, she doesn't even remember it.
Oh yeah,
She was so little.
She was 3 and she blocked that out. But my wife was there through the whole thing. We had lived in Minneapolis, and I got this job in Indianapolis, and it was one of those jobs that you get offered and you go, well, this is a good opportunity, but do we really want to go there? And it was kind of both of us going, I don't know if we want to live there, and we didn't know why. But when we said, okay, let's just go ahead and go to Indianapolis. We were in Indianapolis 3 days, maybe.
Yeah.
The phone rings. And it's Steph's cousin Courtney, and she's like, you're not going to believe this. Lainey has leukemia.
Oh, man.
We're coming to Cincinnati. Well, Cincinnati's an hour and a half from Indianapolis.
Yes, it is.
So it was right then I looked at my wife, and I'm like, oh, my God, you can be there for them. Like, you can literally get in the car, and you can drive, and you can hang out with them at the Ronald McDonald House where they were.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment that I realized why we were in Indianapolis. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for, my career or whatever, ego thing.
Bigger
I was
picture.
like,
Divine intervention.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And thank God we were there. And like I said, thank goodness for these kind of programs, because I mean it is so important. I just remember the stress and the drain and just looking at the loss of spirit in the parents. It's so hard, but they got to be positive for the kids. But they spend so much time trying to be positive for the kids that they forget about themselves.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right, and that's one of the things that the staff here at All Children's make sure that they do. Not only do the sick kids is priority. That's priority number one. But and then priority number 2 are the brothers and sisters that have to be there also. Yeah. And they also make sure that the parents, hey, why don't you go for a walk? Go, get something to drink. Go have a coffee. Sit down and just chill out. Get your brain together. And that's what the staff here at Johns Hopkins All-Children's Hospital does.
It really is a level of caring for the entire family that you don't really see at a lot of other hospitals. And the one thing that we keep seeing when patients come in to talk to us, over the last 2 days, the brothers, the sisters will come in. They love being here too.
They love it.
Oh, we get to go to the hospital too.
Yeah.
When do you ever hear of a kid that wants to go to the hospital? It doesn't happen. And that just shows you how special this place is.
1-800-270-8642. Scotty Davis from 93.3 FLZ, our sister station down the hall. Thank you so much for swinging by and sharing your story, buddy.
Dude, my pleasure, man.
All right, man.
Guys, donate, please.
Please,
help out. It's
absolutely. 800-270-8642. We're back into the tunes. Call up that number and become our next monthly miracle. miracle maker. We're live at All Children's Hospital, Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital in St. Pete for U.S. 1035 Cares for Kids Radiothon.